Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the concept of arrays. First, see the definition of arrays. So array is a kind of data structure that can be stored fixed size sequential collection of similar elements or same element. See one more time. Array is a kind of data structure. Here data structure means data structure organize the collection of elements. Data structure organize the collection of elements. Those elements are stored in fixed size. Okay, in fixed size sequentially those type of collected elements are stored of same type, means similar type. So this is one type of definition. Another type of definition is simple definition: collection of homogeneous elements representation is called arrays. Here homogeneous means similar or same type of values. Okay, homogeneous elements representation is called arrays. Same type of values are stored, and those type and same type of values are stored in sequential order. Next, generally if you want to store the values, normal variables are there. Okay, so normal variables are there. So by using normal variables also we can store the values. But the thing is, normal variables are meant for only to store the single value at a time. So normal values are not stored multiple values at a time. But some of the times I want to store multiple values using single variable. Okay. So for that purpose generally arrays concept is used. So see the difference between normal variables and array variable. First, declaration of the normal variable, declaration and initialization. Integer a is equals to 10. Is it possible or not? Obviously it is possible, because a is an integer type of values and it holds only integer values. And the thing is, a variable can hold only one value at a time. Is it true or false? Yes, obviously it is true. But second example, integer b is equals to 10, 20, 30. Is it possible to store the values? No, it is not possible. Why? Because b is a normal type of variable and it can hold only one value at a time. Multiple values are not accepted in this normal variable. So I said you in previously, so I want to store multiple values at a time by using single variable. So for that generally arrays concept is used. So see the array variable declaration. So array variable declaration. Okay, and before that, just to see the syntax of syntax of arrays. First, data type. Next, variable name. And array is declared with the help of subscript symbol. And within this subscript we are mentioning the size, how many values we want to store. Okay, that size is mentioned. And this is the syntax for arrays declaration: data type, variable name, and size of the array. So this is for example, declaration of arrays. Integer a of 10 means a is a variable and it can hold integer type of values. How many values it accepts? A variable is array variable and it can hold similar type of values. Here similar means what? Integer type of values it can accept. How many values it accept? 10 values accepted at a time. So I hope you clear everyone. So what is the basic difference between normal variables and array variables? Okay, so normal variable can hold only one value at a time, and array variables can hold multiple values at a time. And here multiple values means similar type of multiple values at a time. Okay, so after declaration of the array variable, then the memory will be created like this. Okay, the memory is created like this. Memory allocation for array variable. Here we are declaring the variable array int a of 10. So this is for only declaration of array. And after declare this array, then immediately one memory location is created for array variable a. Okay, so next, a is an array type of variable, and it holds, okay, base address. Array variable can hold first memory location of its base address, and it is pointing to first index location. So generally, so this one is called index, array index, and these all are addresses. Okay, so totally how many values we need to store? 10 values. So for that, 10 memory locations are created. Okay, so this is one block, and it holds 2 bytes. It holds 2 bytes, and it also holds 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes. Why? Because the size of the integer is 2 bytes or 4 bytes, that is depending upon the compiler. Okay, just assume in this example point of view, integer size is 2 bytes. So for that, first index location, 0th index location address is 1000, and this memory block holds 2 bytes. Next, second index location address is 1002. Why? Because this can hold 2 bytes. Next, 1002 is for first index, and next second index, it can hold again 2 bytes. So 1000, 1002, 1004, and up to so on, totally 1018 address locations are created. Okay, sequential address locations, not a random address locations. And next thing, indexes are also generated sequentially, not a randomly. So first 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, and up to so on. And here the thing is, arrays related index location, arrays related index starts with only 0, not a 1. Okay, so this is fixed. So index starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, and up to so on n. Okay, so this is the memory location for arrays. Next thing, so initialization of array. So this is for only declaration. And next thing, I want to store 10 elements in this memory locations. So for that, just to see the initialization, first array variable name is a of, I want to store first element 0th index. All the values are stored based upon index, not a address locations. Okay, the first value, I want to store the first value within this 0th index. So for that, a of 0 is equals to 50. Next, a of 1 is equals to 20, and a of 2 is equals to 35. Like that we are storing the values. So here initialization, a of 0 is equals to 50 means this 50 value is stored in 0th index location, so that is 50. And a of 1 means 20 is stored in first index location, so that is here 20. And next, a of 2 is equals to 35. Here 35 is stored. Like that, totally 10 values are stored. Next concept, next, accessing the array elements. Okay, previously we are storing the elements based upon the index locations. Okay, based on indexes we are storing the array elements. And if you want to access the array elements also, okay, if you want to access the array elements for the purpose also, we should use only indexes. Okay, by using indexes we can access the array values. Okay, accessing first array variable name is a, and I want to access the 0th index value a of 0, and this is placed in printf statement. Printf %d, close the double quotations, comma, a of 0. Then it returns, this printf statement returns a of 0th index value. Okay, first value is returned. I want to access the third index element value. For that also printf %d /n a of index location. I want to access the third index location value a of 3. Then it automatically returns the third index value. Okay, like that we are accessing the values based upon the indexes. Okay, so first thing is an declaration of the array, and then initialization of the array, initialization based upon the index location. Okay, initialize the array values based upon the index location. And third process is and third one is accessing the array elements using the indexes. I hope it clear everyone. And this is the second way for array declaration and initialization. So in this declaration and initialization point of view, no need to mention the size. Okay, so this is a direct initialization. Okay, if you want to initialize the values like this, and no need to mention the size of the array. How many values we need to store, those many values directly we can initialize with the help of this declaration. Okay, so first integer a of means array is equals to, directly I am initializing the values, array a values 50, 60, 70, 80, 105 and 77. Then immediately memory will be created like this. Okay, so first array variable a holds the base address of first index location 2000, and first index location 0th index location 50 is stored, second index location 60 is stored, and like that all the values are stored. So totally 6 indexes and 6 different types of address locations. Okay, declaration and initialization. Next, how to access the values? Accessing is the same way, similar to previous one. Accessing, so printf %d /n, and I want to access the value of fourth index location a of 4. Then immediately this statement returns fourth index value, that is 105. Okay, next printf, I want to access the first index element value %d /n and a of 1. Then immediately it returns the first index value, that is 60. So this is the second way to declare the array and initialize the array and accessing the arrays. And this is the simple program for arrays. First header files, main function, then open curly brace, then so this is a declaration of array, integer a of 5. Array variable a holds 5 elements, and those elements are belongs to only integer elements. Okay, first index location I am storing the value 10. Next index location I am storing the value 20. And the next index value storing the value 30. Like that all the values are stored, that is depending upon the size of the array. Okay, and the next thing, I want to store all the elements of array variable a, and the memory is created like this. Okay, array variable name a, and it holds the base address of first index location. 10th value is stored in first 0th index location, 20 value is stored in first index location, and up to so on all the values are stored. That is depending upon the size of the array. And after that, accessing the elements using index values. So all the accessing values I am placing the printf statement. Okay, so printf percentage d, so totally 5 percentage d's. Why? Because I am printing 5 integer elements. Okay, so a of 0 returns first index location value 10, and a of 1 it returns next index value, that is 20, and a of 2 it is also written second index related value 30. Like that, this printf statement return all the values which are stored in array variable a. So these are the outputs 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So this is the simple program for arrays concept, and this is second way for accessing the array elements. So in previous concept we are displaying the elements based upon the index locations. So I want to display 5 elements, so for that each and every index related values printed like this. Okay, so I want to store the values using single step. Single step means I want to store the value using for loop. Using for loop also we can display the array related values. Okay, so for that, first to take the one more variable. Here only integer related only one variable is there. Here I am taken one more variable I. So for that, here mention one more variable, so that is comma I. Next, for I equals to 0, I is less than 5 and I plus plus. Okay, just totally this for loop is repeated 5 times. Okay, first I is equals to 0 and check the condition. 0, I value is 0 less than 5, condition true or false? Condition is true. Then controller enter into this for loop, then this printf statement is executed. Here a is an array variable of I, a of I. So what is the value of I? 0. Here I value is substituted here, a of 0. So what is the value of a of 0? A of 0 value is 10. So first time it returns 10. After that, then again controller goes to increment operation. So previously I value is 0 and next I value is incremented by 1. I plus plus means I is incremented by 1. So I plus plus means I value becomes 1. Again 1 is less than 5. Again condition is true. Then controller enter into this for loop. Then printf statement is executed. So in this second case point of view, I value becomes 1. So here a of 1. Then immediately first index value, a of first index value 20 is returned. Next, after execution of this statement, then again controller goes to I plus plus. I value becomes 2. So 2 less than 5. Condition is true. Then controller enter into this for loop. Then printf statement is executed. I value becomes 2. A of 2 means a of 2 value is 30. Like that all the values are displayed. Okay. Next, I plus plus means I value becomes 3. 3 less than 5. So third index value is written. And next I plus plus means 4. 4 less than 5. Again condition is true. Fourth index value is written. Next I plus plus means 5. 5 less than 5. Condition is false. Then controller comes out from the for loop. Okay, so this is the process to display the array elements. The first one is by using index values, we can store the, we can print the values. And the second way is using for loop also we can print the array values or array elements. I hope you understood everyone. Okay, thank you so much.